What it do, what it do, what it do. Welcome to the Cheat True Podcast with your boy Justin J. Will, whatever you want to call me. Hope everybody's doing well on this Friday afternoon, Friday evening. Whenever you may be listening to this, whatever day you may be listening to this. I appreciate you for dropping in, checking in on your boy. Because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. So I appreciate it, man. So I'm alive, I'm breathing, doing all right. No complaints there. Hope everybody else is doing well, ready for the weekend. Ready, all pumped up, all ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you may be doing, whatever you may be getting into, just make sure you be safe out there. And I appreciate you for dropping in and starting your weekend off with the Cheat Truth, man. I appreciate it, man. Real talk. Round of applause for everybody listening. I appreciate it. All right, man. So today's hot topic that I wanted to get into. I want to get into this whole Lesean McCoy situation, man. Lesean McCoy, NFL running back for the Buffalo Bills. He's been accused of some things by a few people. So I want to get into that and give you guys my thoughts and opinions on that. But before I get into that, let's get into this really funny ass story right here coming out of Vegas. So Charles Oakley, he got caught out in Vegas trying to cheat. So he was arrested. And he's supposed to go to court next month sometime. So, did you guys know that offense, which, let me look at it, make sure I'm not saying it wrong here. Let's see. Okay. It says here in this article, right, it's TMZ article. Oak's gambling charge is serious business. To commit or attempt to commit a fraudulent act in a gambling establishment, he faces between 1 to 6 years in prison if convicted. Yeah, 1 to 6 years in prison if convicted of this. So apparently he was at the gambling table. I'm just gonna say he was at the gambling table, and he tried to pull back $100 chip after he realized he was going to lose. Security confronted him about it. I don't know if security confronted him about it, but I don't know, the dealer. Somebody confronted him about it. Security confirmed it, and that was that. He was officially. He got caught cheating. And so he faces 1 to 6 years in prison if convicted and up to a $10,000 fine. So I don't know about y'all, but I didn't realize it was that serious out in Vegas. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe I should have known, but I ain't know it was that serious. I mean, damn, 1 to 6 years if convicted. I mean, could you imagine being in jail? Everybody else, hey man, what you in for, man? Well, man, second degree murder. Oh, what you in for, bro, man? Attempted robbery. Hey, Charles Oakley, what you in for? Got caught cheating at the casino, man. Like, I just, it's hard for me to it's hard for me to wrap my head around it. Like it's really that serious out there, man? 1 to 6 years? It says here it is a Class B felony. Like, that is a felony if you cheat out in Vegas. So if you around there, messing with a slot machine or something, or trying to get over on a deal out there at the blackjack table or poker table, whatever. I mean, that is a Class B felony. Like, I did not know that until I saw this story. I mean, damn. You'll end up in jail. But that's crazy, man. But I ain't gonna lie, man. Charles Oakley look like the type of person to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just looking at him, he looks like the type of person who would try to do something like that, try to be sly. Some crap like that. But yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. So I don't know how many of those situations really end up where the person being accused or the person convicted or whatever actually serves jail time or serves 6 years. I would imagine that you would have to do something really serious. You would have to really, really get over on the casino to get 6 years in jail for something like that. I mean, you would have to really get out. Like, you would have to. I mean, we talking about you probably have to get over on them like $1 million or something like that. Some crazy amount of money. But then I guess, now that I think about it, I guess they do have to come down hard on you if you try to cheat out there. Because, I mean, that's Vegas, after all. I mean, I don't know what the regulations are for other casinos around the world or whatever, but, I mean, that's Vegas. You go to Vegas, it's synonymous with gambling. point blank period. I don't care what nobody says. It's synonymous with gambling. So it's probably people out there trying to pull all sorts of stunts. And I'm sure that there are people who got caught in the past trying to pull off all sorts of stunts out there. So maybe they figured, okay, well, you know what? We ain't taking no losses around here. You, the consumer, can take the loss. We ain't taking no losses like that. We damn sure ain't gonna take no loss, no unfair loss. Well, you taking money from us. That ain't happening. So they say, you know what? Screw it. You want to try something? All right, try something then. And we just gonna prosecute you like hell. Class B felony, 1 to 6 years in jail, up to a $10,000 fine. So, anyway, man, you learn something new every day. So that's what I learned today. All right, so let's get into the main topic of today's show, which is the whole Lesean McCoy ordeal going down. So I'm going to read this ESPN article to you guys, and it's it's not really long, but it'll probably take me a while to read it, I guess, maybe 2 or 3 minutes. So if you don't want to listen to me read it, then you can just fast forward this, like 3 minutes down the line, maybe. But I think it really outlines what's going on, and it outlines the accusations, and it's a pretty good article. It's written by, who is this, Mike Rodak for ESPN. So I'm about to read it to you guys. So, Lesean McCoy's ex-girlfriend told police she believed home invasion was possible setup. The woman who called 911 after being beaten and robbed of jewelry in a Tuesday home invasion told police she believed her ex-boyfriend, thought to be Buffalo Bills running back Lesean McCoy, set her up for the attack. Police in Milton, Georgia redacted the woman's name and audio released Thursday of her conversation with an emergency dispatcher. However, attorneys for McCoy's former girlfriend, Lesean Gordon, have previously identified her as the victim of the home invasion. The 911 caller initially told the dispatcher she believed the attack had something to do with my ex-boyfriend. She later told the dispatcher the lone intruder left through the front of the house on what she believed was advice from McCoy. I'm telling you, that guy is bleep. The caller said in the 911 audio. He must have known the camera system. Lesean must have told him there's no camera in the front. When police arrived at the scene, the caller told the dispatcher she did not want to exit the home because she was afraid McCoy was watching on cameras. My boyfriend, who I feel like did this, who set me up, is going to see us on the camera outside, she said. We're breaking up and he wants all his jewelry back. Attorneys for Cordon said in a statement Tuesday that she was struck in the head with a firearm during the home invasion and also suffered injuries to her wrist in an attempt by the suspect to remove her jewelry. In the call, the woman tells 911 she is bleeding and her face is demolished. An event report released Thursday by Milton Police did not identify a suspect, but it included a description of the suspect as a black male of an unknown age who was wearing a mask and dressed in all black. According to the event report, the caller initially told police her 16-year-old son was missing and that a window in his room was open and a sheet was tied like someone went out from the second floor. The log later states the caller made contact with son and he is coming home in an Uber. The release of the event report Thursday came after police released a redacted version Wednesday of their report of the incident that listed crimes of armed robbery, aggravated assault with a firearm, residential burglary without force, and aggravated battery. Goddamn. Police also released incident reports Thursday from domestic disputes between McCoy and Cordon at the home on July 3rd, 2017 and April 11, 2018. When police arrived at McCoy's home last July, McCoy said the couple had broken up and he had placed Cordon's personal items on the driveway. Police told McCoy he had to pursue a legal process to evict Cordon, but McCoy stated he was concerned she would take items from the home or make false accusations about him. McCoy told police he wanted to be careful around Cordon because of the climate of domestic abuse in his profession, according to the report. McCoy also told police last July that he had requested high-end jewelry items back from Cordon that had been loaned by jewelers for events, and that Cordon had not returned them. When Cordon later arrived at the home during the call last July, police arrested her for an outstanding warrant in Atlanta for failure to appear in court. However, police told McCoy they could not keep Cordon out of the home without official eviction proceedings and advised him to put away any valuables and to stay away from Cordon or have witnesses when they were together. Police were again called by Cordon to the home in April when McCoy was identified as the caller's boyfriend. McCoy had removed furniture from the home that Cordon wanted to keep, but McCoy later agreed to leave it. Police also released details Thursday from when they were called to the home June 1st, when Cordon had remotely viewed security camera footage of furniture being removed from the home. McCoy's mother, Daphne McCoy, so the mama that got involved, told police during the June 1st visit that she was moving her son's items out of the home while he was participating in organized team activities with the Bills so that he did not have to deal with Lesean. Police told Daphne McCoy that she could remove her son's personal items, but he would have to go to civil court to have any other items, including furniture, removed. Daphne McCoy also told police June 1st that her son told Cordon she could stay in the home until it was sold because she had 2 small children. Dunn Samuel, a prominent Atlanta defense attorney hired Wednesday to represent McCoy, had not yet commented on the case as of Thursday afternoon. Police have not named any suspects in the home invasion, and a spokesperson for the Fulton County, Georgia District Attorney's Office declined to comment Wednesday. McCoy, who has been training in Miami this summer, denied accusations made on social media Tuesday by a friend of the victim that he was responsible for Cordon's injuries, as well as allegations that he beat his son and his dog and used illegal steroids. Now, I thought all steroids were illegal, but whatever. McCoy said he has not had direct contact with the victim in months. Court records in Fulton County show McCoy had been attempting since last July. I repeat, court records in Fulton County show McCoy had been attempting since last July to evict Cordon from the home. A hearing was scheduled for Tuesday in the case, but it was rescheduled for August 14th because of an emergency in Cordon's attorney's family. Okay. The NFL said in a statement Tuesday it was reviewing the matter. The Bills released a statement Tuesday saying that they were in contact with McCoy and the NFL and were continuing to gather information. The investigations by police and the league come as the Bills prepare to report to training camp July 25th in New York. The NFL's personal conduct policy could allow the league to place McCoy on the commissioner's exempt list while he is being investigated by the league and police. That designation would prevent McCoy from practicing or playing in any games. The exempt list requires either a player to have been formally charged with a crime of violence, including having engaged in other conduct that poses a genuine danger to the safety or well-being of another person, or for the league to suspect a violation but still be investigated. So, first of all, I didn't realize reading that damn article was going to take that long, so I apologize. And if you didn't listen to me read it and you decided to just skip ahead to this part, then that's okay too. So, first of all, let me get this out the way. If Lesean McCoy actually did this, if he actually orchestrated the whole thing, having somebody break into the house and come through the front door and pistol whip her and drag her and this, that, and the third, take the belongings, take jewelry off her hand or whatever, then he deserves to be punished for that. Whatever the punishment should be, whatever the punishment is for that type of stuff, NFL-wise, just in the court of law, he should be punished for that. So let me get that out the way. Now, this is the truth, man. And, I ain't afraid to speak my mind on this platform. So I'm just about to just go ahead and tell y'all how I feel about this whole thing. Now, from reading the article, which I think, like I said earlier, it's a great article. I think it summarizes what's going on pretty damn well. From reading the article, it seems like Lesean McCoy has been trying to get this girl out this house for a while now. It says here, court records in Fulton County show McCoy had been attempting since last July. Last July now, so that's July last year. The whole year. McCoy had been attempting since last July to evict Corden from the home. A hearing was scheduled for Tuesday in the case, but it was rescheduled for August the 14th because of an emergency in Corden's attorney's family. So, according to court records, this has been going on for over a year. This has been going on for a year, at least. Okay, he's been trying to get this girl up out this house. Now, the article is kind of, it doesn't really say, and I don't even know if there's really any, like, exact information, like, pointing out what the living situation is. Like, does Lesean McCoy live there with her, or is it just one of his properties and he's letting her live on it? Like, from what I gather, it seems like she's living in a house that they used to share together, but he no longer lives there, but he still owns it, but she's living there still. So her stuff is still there, all that, this, that, and the third. She got kids or whatnot, and they still living there. So I don't know what the exact arrangement is. I'm guessing here. I don't know. Maybe, I'm telling, maybe she having sex with him and he just letting her live there or whatever. Just, I don't know. But, regardless, he's been trying to get up out that spot for a year. And she hasn't moved. Now, in no way am I saying that just because she did that she got what she deserved. I mean, I'm not finna sit up here and say that she deserved to get her ass kicked like that. But all I'm saying is, if I go lay out in the middle of the damn intersection, if I go out right now out my damn house and drive my car to the middle of the closest intersection, okay, and I get out the car and I lay down in the middle of the road, and somebody runs over my arm or runs over my skull or runs over my body, period, who do I have to blame for that? Now, I could say, oh, well, I didn't deserve that, or, damn, why they had to do me like that? But at the end of the day, I bought it on myself because I got out my car. I'm the dumbass who got out my car and laid out in the middle of the street. So what did you expect to happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, what would I expect to happen? So I got my arm ran over. I got my body ran. My body got run over because I got my tail out the car and laid out in the middle of the street. I'm just saying, man, sometimes, bro, that's how the universe works. Sometimes you meet up with karma. Sometimes you meet up with karma you're not expecting. Sometimes, man, life, we get what's coming to us. I'm just saying, you make that bed, you lay in it. If he really, had been trying to do everything in his power legally to get her up out of there, and she didn't get up out of there because she wanted to be ignorant, or she just, I don't know, just wanted to be an asshole, like, I don't know. But if that's the case, man, sometimes in life, bro, you get what's coming to you. At the end of the day, I don't know, man. Y'all know how I feel about certain things, like just the whole internet and the way life works, period. Like, especially in this day and age, everybody has an agenda, from your political views to whatever. Everybody has some type of agenda. People get on Instagram and knock old people out for views, or knock drinks out of random people's hands for views. So, I don't know, man. My pessimism my pessimistic meter, as far as like how valid this story is very high at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like Lesean McCoy's direct involvement in it, I'm not too sure he is. But at the end of the day, I don't know. But all I'm saying is, why in the hell would you stay in the house if he really was like trying to move you out? If you guys are broke up, whatever, you broke up, and that's the end of it, well, that should be the end of you in that house. If he legally owns the house, that's his house, he's paying the bills, why didn't she just get out? So that's that. Now, another thing here too is, you know, I remember a handsome young man probably like 2 or 3 months ago telling you guys that more stories like this would start to come out because of the NFL's personal conduct policy and the way that they handle these situations. So from reading the article or whatever, you know, it mentioned the players exempt list and what could happen to Lesean McCoy as far as getting suspended or whatnot. So the NFL has opened up a can of worms by dealing with these situations the way that they deal with these situations. Because, like I said, 2 or 3 months ago when the whole Reuben Foster thing is popping off, which, what do you know, that person that falsely accused Reuben Foster has just whittled on back into the weeds. They just bagged on back into the bushes. Nobody knows. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here, folks. It just happened, and nobody cares. And never mind that person almost got Reuben Foster locked up for like 11 years by falsely accusing him of something that he didn't do. And never mind that. Just get on back into the bushes, and we'll just act like it didn't happen. But yeah, when the whole Reuben Foster thing popped off, I said it. I said, man, look here. You are going to see more stories like this. You are going to see more stories like this. And what do you know? We got the Lesean McCoy thing. We got this story. We got Marcel Darius of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Somebody has come out and accused him of like drugging him and sexual assault back in like, I don't know, 2005 or something. A while back. Or 2015. I don't know. I don't have the article pulled up in front of me. But it was years ago. I just put it like that. I'm telling y'all, man, because people realize now that, hey, all I got to do is accuse this person of doing something. Never mind if they actually did it or not. All they have to do is accuse them of doing something, whether it be sexual assault, whether it be punching me in the face, whatever. All they have to do is accuse that player of something and make it believable. That's all they got to do. They just got to make it believable. You know what I'm saying? And that's messed up. But I'm telling y'all going to see more stories like this, man. Trust me, the NFL season, 2 months away, I guess. Preseason, like a month away. Regular season, like 2 months, maybe a little under 2 months away. More stories like this are going to come out, man. I'm telling y'all. The NFL, they in for it. Get your popcorn ready. Because this ain't it. And I'm not saying that, you know, just because these stories come out that they're automatically false or anything of that nature. I'm just saying you are going to have people, primarily a lot of women, who now realize, hey, I can accuse the football players of doing anything. And all I have to do is make it believable. I can go get me a lawyer to make a statement, you know, out to the public. As long as I can convict them in the public's eyes, I've done my job. And the NFL can take that and run with it. They know now. You know? And it really goes back to the whole Ezekiel Elliott situation. When Ezekiel Elliott was accused of what he was accused of, the domestic violence, And then you had the lady for the NFL, who the NFL hired to handle that type of stuff, to get her input on that type of stuff. She said, yeah, I can't trust the accuser. So I say, let's not suspend them for any time. And then Roger Goodell and the NFL came through and overruled her. Even though there was substantial evidence, there were text messages pointing to, there were inconsistencies with the accuser, basically. And the lady said that. I'm saying the lady because I can't remember her name. She said, yeah, I can't trust her. Can't trust the accuser. And you know what? The NFL said, screw it, and they suspended Ezekiel anyway. Because they are in better safe than sorry mode now. They are in the mode of, yeah, let's suspend the guy just in case. Just in case. And see, now you open up a can of worms with that. Because you're going to have a lot of false accusations. You really are. I'm telling y'all. Oh, it's coming. They keep doing this. They keep doing the similar things like they did with Ezekiel Elliott. It ain't stopping. It's about to get worse. It's only beginning, bro. I'm telling you. It just started. It has just begun. NFL want to talk about the anthem protest. Well, speaking of anthem protest, how about Papa John? Got caught saying the N-word on a conference call and it came on out. Remember Papa John had had everything to say about the players and them protesting and how they were infringing upon his bottom line and all that. Yeah. Sometimes, man, just come on out. And to be honest, I haven't had not that I bought Papa John's pizza anyway, a lot. I mean, I bought it sometimes. They actually have some pretty good coupons and stuff and some good deals. But after that happened, I haven't had a slice of Papa John's pizza since he said whatever he said about the players and the anthem protest. But yeah, man, the NFL worried about the damn anthem protest, and Colin Kaepernick, they need to be worried about this right here. And they need to be worried about that damn targeting rule. I'm telling y'all, man, if y'all didn't hear the last podcast where I said this, take note now. That damn rule is going to mess up the NFL season. I'm telling y'all, man. Some of those games, bro, will probably be unwatchable. It would be unwatchable, bro, with that damn targeting rule. Seriously. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go read up on it. Basically, any defensive player who gets caught with their head down is going to get penalized. It's all in the name of player safety and preventing concussions, things of that nature. I'm telling y'all, that's going to mess the NFL season up. Seriously. Why they worry about players kneeling. That's what's going to drive people away. That rule right there. Serious business. But yeah, man, it's a slippery slope here, man. Slippery slope with the way that the NFL handles things. I just don't want people. I don't want people to jump the gun here with this situation, like a lot of people did with the Reuben Foster situation, and like a lot of bloggers and a lot of quote unquote journalists like to do here. They like to capitalize off the story and try to provide a hot take and release this guy, without them actually being convicted of anything. Right now, it's just an accusation. Somebody saying, hey, you did this to me. Or, yeah, you were part of this thing that happened to me. I blame you. It's just an accusation. That's all it is now. We don't know whether Lesean McCoy actually did anything. We don't know if he had anything to do with that. Man, look here. Who knows? She could have been messing with another dude and he did it. Like, I don't know. There are countless possibilities here. Did she set her own self up? I don't know. But let's not jump the gun here and just automatically convict Lesean McCoy. Because we just don't know. I'm not going to convict him. I'm not going to sit up here and down talk him, anything of that nature. So, man, let's just wait. But the NFL, bro, they going to have to fix that. They are really going to have to fix that, man. And Jason Whitlock, I really don't agree with Jason Whitlock a lot, but he said something that was true, man. Like the NFL, they need to get out this business. They need to get out the business of trying to basically do what law enforcement's doing. They need to leave the investigating up to law enforcement. That's what they need to do. Because that's what law enforcement is for. leave that type of stuff to law enforcement. Just leave it to the justice system. Just leave it there. Make it simple on yourselves, make it easy on yourselves, and just leave it there. Like, you don't have to get all deep into it and hire your own investigators or anything of that nature. Just leave it up to them. I mean, damn, if I can't hire a plumber to fix my toilet, then why am I hiring a plumber? If the plumber can't fix my toilet, then who can? That was a pretty lame analogy, but y'all get what I'm saying. There are people who are meant to do certain things, right? You could represent yourself in court, but no, you go hire a lawyer because that's what they do. They're lawyers. That's what they're specialized to do. Like they are going to defend you in court, so you can win. So I feel like the NFL, they need to just get out of this business of trying to investigate, trying to do a secondary investigation, and just leave it up to law enforcement, man. If law enforcement says, yeah, we can't pursue this case anymore, well, then just leave it at that. So that's just the way I feel about that, man. Whole Lesean McCoy thing, crazy. NFL players, man, there's a lot of stuff going on with these guys nowadays. Got people getting caught in Janoris Jenkins' basement. People getting smoked. Got Jameis Winston. The whole Lesean McCoy thing. Marcel Darius. A lot of stuff going on, man. I'm telling y'all, it's just starting. It is just starting, man. It's all the NFL's fault. I'm telling you, man, you're going to have a lot more accusations coming up. You heard it here first on the Cheap Truth, man. So, anyway, that's all I got to talk about today, man. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Be safe out there. Stay cool. And I will talk to you guys on Tuesday. Peace.